So self-talk is the internal dialogue that you have with yourself, and it can either be positive or negative. And it has extreme power to determine the way you feel about yourself and your life. So I dug out my diaries, and although I thought I remembered this time in my life pretty clearly, it still made me really sad to read the way that I spoke to myself and thought about myself during this time, especially because I was so young. So now I'm just gonna read you some entries from there. So this is from when I was 8 years old. I was so lonely today. I'm just so lonely. I have no friends. This is from when I was 11. Next year's birthday party list. Me, myself, and I, because I have no friends. I stink. I'm a loser. I suck. I'm a loner. Then I wrote a list of all the people that I wanted to be friends with at both school and my dancing. And then I've crossed out every one of their names and written, they all hate you. You have no friends. Great. You suck, Sinead. You have no friends. You're a loser and everyone hates you. This is from when I was 12. I don't have anyone to talk to. I just want to run away. At least then everyone would be happier. So this is from when I was 13. Hey again. School was horrible. I hate it and I wish I never had to go back. At lunch 1, I walked around by myself. At lunch 2, I went with some other girls from my class. They completely ignored me, so I just walked off and left. I felt so sad. Everyone hates me. I guess I would too if I were them. I hate school. I hate school. Well, I don't. I guess I just hate myself. If I had friends, I'd love it, but I never will. No one waits for me at lunch like I see others do. I wish someone would. I would do anything for someone to like me. Even people who I went to primary school with have moved on. They have other friends and don't care for me anymore. I have a stupid, ugly personality and stupid, ugly looks. There's nothing good about me at all. I want to move schools, but I don't see what that would change, so there's no point. People say I'm too quiet, and I guess I am, but if I try and talk to people, they just ignore me, and I feel like I'm talking to myself, so what's the point? I don't see one. If I disappeared, no one in my class would notice. I'm so down. I'm seriously such a loser. I really don't want to write about school. It just makes me sad. So on this page I had just drawn a picture of myself and my face and all arrows pointing to it, pointing to all my flaws and all the things I hated about myself. And I wrote, I hate myself. I'm so ugly. I really just hate myself. I do. I hate my life. I'm a loser. I understand why people don't like me. I'm ugly and boring. I hate school and dancing, but most of all, I just hate myself. I hate myself so much. Oh, I'm going away on school camp soon. Maybe I should just seriously never come back from camp. Everyone would be happier. So this is also from when I was 13. Nobody will ever understand me. I even don't. I'm so stupid, dumb, and have no life and no friends. At school, everybody hates me. At dancing, it's the same. I'll never fit in, so maybe I'm better off dead. I sometimes think I should kill myself. I really should. I know that was a really intense thing for me to share, but I did it for two main reasons. Firstly, because there is a big stigma behind mental health, and I don't think that's really talked about enough, and we need to start talking about it. I want to show people that you have the power and that you can come out of such a dark place and you can be okay. You can be more than okay. You can be happy. Happy within yourself and with your life. Secondly, I wanted to highlight the importance of self-talk. While I was talking to myself in such a negative manner, nothing was ever going to change for me. If you talk to yourself negatively, you're only going to feel worse and worse about yourself and your life. Positive thinking is so powerful. Nothing in my physical environment actually started to change, but when I started to think more positively, my whole life changed. Instead of saying to myself, you're such a loner, everyone hates you, you have no friends, I started to say, what can I do to change this? When I had negative self-talk, I told myself I didn't deserve any friends, and so my actions would follow. I would exclude myself from other people, I would be extremely quiet, be sad and quite unapproachable. But when I started to change, I started to say yes. When kids asked me to sit with them, I became more approachable, I involved myself more, I started to come out of my shell, be less quiet, and I became happier. So change your perspective, as cliche and lame as it sounds. Like, wake up every day and say, today is going to be a good day. Listen to what you're saying to yourself, as often self-talk can be unconscious. So start questioning it. Is it positive or negative? If it's negative, is it really true? Like, what evidence do you have? And do you have a more positive way of looking at the situation? I love the quote by Henry Ford where he says, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So instead of thinking I can't, instead think, is there anything I can do to help me achieve what you want to achieve, or be the person you want to be? What would you say to a friend? You wouldn't talk to a friend the way that you talk to yourself. You'd forgive them, you'd encourage them, you'd tell them that you love them no matter what. Talk to yourself in the way that you'd talk to a friend. After all, you're going to be with yourself for a long time, so why not make friends? Your perspective has the power to change any average or bad situation into a positive or good one. As the power of now taught me, there are no problems in the present moment. You either accept things and move on, or you do something about it. And also, there is no such thing as mistakes, because each time you make a mistake, you learn something, so it's not really a mistake. So be happy and love yourself, guys.
Baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.